A couple of years ago, when I was getting the few pathetic strands of hair left on my head cut, the stylist announced that he was a novelist too. Now, having a barber or hairstylist tell me that he's a writer isn't my worst nightmare. That distinction would have to belong to my daughter announcing someday that she wants to appear in a reality TV show featuring farm animals, cut-off shorts, and animal husbandry. But the stylist's revelation certainly caused the hairs on the back of my neck, which, alas, just like nostril and ear hair grow like dandelions on a man my side of 40, to bristle. One of the reasons I get my hair cut in Burlington rather than in nearby Bristol is that I can allow my inner curmudgeon room to roam. I can read a book and not say a word. Well, clearly that wasn't going to happen this time. Though grimacing inside at the stylist's revelation, I smiled politely and waited for the inevitable, the plot summary. And, much to my surprise, the description he offered wasn't half bad. I read a couple of pages while I was getting my hair cut, despite the fact that I had brought another book with me. Now that sincere and deeply personal novel, Dutch's Gate, is in print, and the author Stefan Gerard recently read from it and signed copies at the Borders bookstore on Church Street. Gerard published the novel himself this autumn as a gift for his friends in Vermont. The stylist, 50, cuts hair at Indigo, and his path to the salon on the Burlington waterfront is itself the stuff of fiction. In the 1990s, he was the owner of 2 salons in Southern California, and listed among his clients Elizabeth Montgomery, Loretta Swit, and Susan Lucci. Then his marriage fell apart, and in 1998, he retreated to Vermont, a dream of his since childhood. He took a room at a motel in Burlington and started work at Indigo. During his second week at the motel, his credit card was denied. That night, Gerard began a 3-week stint on one of the 36 bunks the Committee on Temporary Shelter offers to men and women who've run out of options. He meticulously saved his Indigo paychecks, and within a month had amassed the money he needed for the deposit on a 1-bedroom apartment not far from the salon. You have to swallow a whole lot of pride to go there, Gerard recalls. But I turned that pain around and wrote. I had lost everything and thought I should try to turn my having hit rock bottom into something of value. For 5 years after leaving the shelter, he thanked the organization by preparing and serving a Thanksgiving dinner for the transients at the Cots Day Station. So many people around us are just a few paychecks away from being homeless, Gerard says. I went from 0 to having a beautiful wife, a home, and a chance to write. Of course, Gerard still hasn't solved what I consider the biggest problem in his life, my ever-receding hairline. Nevertheless, I'm very glad he's at Indigo when I drop by and sit down in his chair, because it means that he's still on his feet.